Welcome to Clemson, South Carolina, and the night sky providing a foreboding backdrop for any visitor because the Tigers are ready to open another season here at home. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. They're going to run it to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on their first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. He tries to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're on the board first here in the season opener. These guys set all of these goals for the season. Then to come out and say, here we are, this is how it is. That was impressive.
And Reese, we thought this offense could be very potent this season. And they've got some skilled players, and they've got some dudes that are going to scare opposing defenses. Defenses out there for the rest of this season better take notice. I know this game is early, but you can see the talent they have on offense.
Trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so we can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Moses. They're trying to get to it. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, and he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision making.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
attempt to try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Moses. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. 2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. Offense getting set for 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this 1st quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays there. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The run to the right. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a 1.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's got his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now...
Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Tiger! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Leaves it with the back. Running toward the tape. 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oregon.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little.
He holds it in and nobody's close. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback checking off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 28 to Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. That's That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll go right back to him, and the Ducks will move the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Moses. And they got him for the sack. That big fella out front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of times is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
These corners backing off a bit. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Dropping back, it's Moses. Coming after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting them on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that.